Oh, hello, and welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, in which I talk about basically whatever I want to in regards to K-pop, like groups, members, discographies, choreographies, survival shows, concepts, just things I generally want to talk about to eventually answer the question, what is K-pop? My name is Sophie, and I just noticed something weird. Basically, I'm just looking through. I was just looking briefly through Stray Kids' discography, and they've made a mistake on it. But anyway, today is actually the 50th episode of the What is K-pop podcast, and I was kind of hoping that I wasn't going to be doing it with a headache, but also I feel like it might potentially be a migraine. But also I'm like too terrified to even think of my headaches as migraines, but like granted, they've always kind of been like this, even when I was younger, and like that's probably a concern. Like, oh well, that's not a problem. That's a problem for another day. Well, the thing is that like my mum, she has migraines all the time, like kind of frequently. My dad gets them too, and my sister also started to get them. And then around about after my granddad kind of got really ill and then passed away, was when like the frequent headaches things started. So maybe potentially it is just good old stress. But we are going to push down our fears and talk about one of my favourite K-pop groups, Stray Kids' discographies. It's not going to be like EXO's where it was just chaos. I am actually just going to talk about songs that I like and parts of songs that I like, and kind of, I don't know, just having a nice conversation for the next like half an hour, 40 minutes before I need to take my next meds. I have to take meds for my headaches, which probably is supposed to stop the old headaches. So Stray Kids, like they actually technically released their first song like before, like they released their song in October of 2017. Well, they released their like first like mini album mixtape on the 8th of January 2018, but like they say that their like debut was the 25th of March 2018, so which is it? Like, when did they debut? Yeah. Oh, it was this album that released Third Eye. Third Eye is probably one of my like favorite, like one of my weirdly favorite like deep dark songs that they've done. They've done a couple of like ones that I'm just like, this is like dark and like kind of scary and like fun to like listen to sometimes, and like kind of creepy. And then the next release, which was another mini album, I Am Who, released on the 6th of August 2018, has Question, and I was so confused when I listened to that the first time, because like I had heard like I'd seen the music, like I've seen the music video like thumbnail for a while, like it kept on cropping up, but I was like, I don't know, man, it's kind of weird. So then I did listen to it eventually, and I was like, this is okay, this is an alright song. And then I was like, oh, Woojin's in this. And I was like, oh yeah, Woojin would be in this because he was still a member before leaving, because it was a year before he left. But I don't know. I was just kind of like low-key, high-key, like kind of confused. I was like, why is he in this song? And also, like, I actually like prefer him out of Stray Kids than in it. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like him in Stray Kids, he was just kind of awkward. I felt like kind of awkward, like seeing him in Stray Kids, and like it was just, I don't know. I feel like for me, he might have been really uncomfortable in a group and was kind of, well, he trained with the members who eventually went on to become NCT, so like he must have kind of thought that like I would probably be in a group. I don't know, I just kind of never got the sense that he was fully comfortable being a member of Stray Kids. I don't know. I got that vibe definitely. Oh, and I found the mixtape song that they eventually released in SKC 2021 when they re-recorded a lot of their songs, called Behind the Light. In that version, it was mixtape 2, which mixtape 2 was actually a re-record of another song that they made all the way back in 2017 when they were still Free Racha, or like 3 members were Free Racha, called, If There's a Shadow. No, I don't want to see that. If There's a Shadow, There Must Be a Light by Free Racha. Apparently it was a hidden track on the physical version of their second mini album, I Am Who. Then released digitally in this on as the 6th track on their first special album, Clay to Yellowwood, the following year, and then the re-recorded version was released on their second best album. Not like their second best as in like it's out of the best of their albums, it is the second, as in what do you call it, like anthology album, I guess you could say, or like this is all of our songs that we want to show you right now into one, just like it's that one, but that one was released on the 23rd of December 2021. I remember when that came out, I was really confused initially, but I was like, it's alright. And then it like clicked to me of like, oh, it's probably re-recorded because these a couple of those songs kind of seemed familiar. And I was like, oh yeah, no, that actually makes sense. And then when the SKZ Player album, or is it the SKZ? Is it called the SKZ Player? The Player, the one that SKZ Replay album came out. My dad was like, "Haven't we listened to those songs before, Sophie?" Like I was saying that this is like a new album, but I was like, "Yeah, you have done, but like they're all songs that were released in like on SKZ Player and SKZ Record and like smushed together into a whole album, or like some of them, and then like other songs that they wanted to release." Oh, so a physical album has been released, but like only the A side and manufactured exclusively for people who signed up for the membership of Stay the Third Generation. I did not know that. I was kind of dumb to that. So it would have only been Found the Korean version, Connected, Limbo, Doodle, Truth Untold, Run It Deep End, Stars and Raindrops, Hug Me, and #Love Stay, and it wouldn't have included the all of the previously released, so Zone, Close, Streetlight, I Hate to Admit, I Got It, Miss You, Matinee on Top, Alien, Because, Piece of a Puzzle, Wish You Back, Happy, Up All Night, Drive, and Ice Cream. Honestly, out of all those ones, I'd have to say like my favorite one is I Hate to Admit, because like it's like kind of like dark for Bang Chan to like kind of be like upset and like sad, and I'm like, we're actually kind of seeing his actual true feelings and feeling like emotions apart from being happy, because like we see him, or at least we saw him for the majority of the time on Chan's room being really happy, and that was because he was talking to Stay and like their fans. And I am a fan of them, by the way. I ain't just talking like this as though I'm not a fan. I am a fan, but I never really watched like I think I watched about a few minutes of like an actual live one, and I didn't really like it. And I more watch like edits. There's this channel called Hong Jun's Pinky that used to do quite a lot of edits for Chan's Room, but obviously when he got stopped from doing them from JYP after the controversy with like him talking about different K-pop groups not giving them the respect that like is rightfully deserved, he like JYP was probably like, no, stop that. But the channel, I think they did start to do like edits for like the first few episodes, but I don't think they're doing anything now. Let's have a look. The next release that I want to talk about is Double Knot. I actually I only have like a proper YouTube video up on the TV right now, but there is this one line in Double Knot that is just incredibly funny to me, and I don't know whether or not it's because of how it's translated, but it's tightly persistently. And like sometimes I'll be thinking just about like I don't know, cake, and my brain will just remind me of this one line, and it's a little ways in, and it's when obviously they're doing the chorus, and it's like they're trying to be like serious and stuff, and I'm like reading the lyrics off of the TV right now, and it's like tightly persistently, and I'm like, how am I taking this seriously right now? I barely take anything in my life seriously, so seeing them dancing like really seriously, obviously they're filming a music video, but like knowing that it was translated and like to be that in English is just incredibly funny. Like maybe it's not actually that funny in Korean, but to me, reading it as like someone who just finds things funny constantly, that one really got me. It like makes me laugh more times than I care to admit. They also released Levanta as well at some stage, I guess, like a pre-release. And the album Clay Levanta was actually meant to be released like I think like 3 weeks before it actually was, because of the fact that Woojin left. Now I am gonna talk about Woojin for a minute, so you can skip over if you want. I don't mind, or you can stop listening. I don't really mind what you're doing, but I don't think that Woojin. First of all, I don't think. Obviously, Woojin has been proved to not, you know, like essay someone. It's proven because basically there was a picture of him quotation marks him with this girl in a bar, and this person had on a jumper that looked like one that Woojin was shown to have, and there was a picture of this type of whiskey called Glenbergie whiskey, which was only available in Korea from the end of 2019. And what basically the company that Woojin signed with after leaving JYP, they managed to be able to identify like what liquor stores had Glenbergie whiskey, and was able to do hashtags. I think they searched initially Glenbergie in English, but then they did the Korean version of it, and it showed the original post, and was able to track it from the CCTV, showing when actually the picture was taken, which was taken on the 31st of August 2020. And the two people at the table weren't, either of them weren't Woojin. And obviously it was only a few days later in September that a couple of people in Brazil, antifans in Brazil, were able to kind of make those allegations, and were both I think they were both sued, or at least like legal action was taken against these people. Oh yeah, Woojin filed a suit with the Metropolitan Police Agency against the individuals for defamation. And then in July of 2021, 10X published a documentary called Finger Killer. And honestly, that documentary is the most unserious thing I've seen in a very, very long time. And quite possibly it does verge on not being serious enough, and kind of trying to make a light of the situation, and like not being appropriate. But I feel like that's not actually our problem, and that he can joke about it as much as he wants to, considering the fact that he was the one that had to deal with that. So yeah, that was that. Yeah. Also, Woojin's been in a show called My Magic Closet, or Alamdo Guarda Rupa, on HBO Max. It's a Brazilian TV show with Sharon Cho, Woojin, Kim Jin Kwon, Lee Min Wook, Yoon Jae Chan, Julia Rebello, Sabrina Nonnata, Lucas Deluti, Luisa Parente, Gabrielle Coppola, Pyong Lee, and Anna Botafogo is the main cast of characters. And I would absolutely love to watch the show, but I can't find it, which is unfortunate. Like I cannot find. Oh my god, I actually love this. Oh my god, this is amazing. So there is like obviously notes at the for all the characters, and there's for the maknae of the group, Yoon Jae Chan, whose character is Jun Chu-woo. It says, in K-pop, maknae refers to the youngest member of a K-pop group, e.g. SHINee's Taemin, Super Junior's Kyuhyun, Twice's Chewie, Red Velvet's Yeri, BTS's Jungkook, and Blackpink's Lisa. I'm like, this is what I mean when I say that people outside of K-pop do not understand. And like, I get it because it is a very, very odd like genre to like just basically lob yourself into, but once you're in, you typically don't leave. Or at least you don't leave without like forcing yourself to leave. Like me and my sister, obviously we have talked about K-pop, but because of the fact that she is in university, she can't really be like consuming. Oh God, what's happened here? She can't really be listening to too much K-pop, so she's not really been involved in it too much. And I'm like, how? How are you not just like here constantly and just like wrapping yourself up into this? Like, I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't get it. Yeah, more about this show, The Magic Closet. Woojin plays the character of Kyungmin, a South Korean K-pop idol who is a bad boy leader of ACT, the most famous South Korean boy group and one of Carol's love interests. Okay. He's also the rapper, main dancer, and the main songwriter of ACT, according to what was reported on several news sites and shown on ACT's music video Vroom. And Jinkwon and Min Wook are members of New Kid, and Jinkwon is actually the leader of the group. He has a... Oh wait, no, he doesn't. He just has, I was about to say he has a Wikipedia page, but it's just takes you to the New Kid Wikipedia, but they've not really been doing much. Oh, they've not made a comeback since 2022, so that's unfortunate. They seem half decent. Yeah, might give them a little listen to. I love that guy's hair. Hui, I think his name is. I think that's Hui. I like his hair. I like any person who has like long hair. It probably also stems from the fact that I love it when my dad like has this weird habit of whenever he's walking past me, he'll just scratch behind my right ear. I love it, by the way. I love it when he does that because, like, I don't know, it feels like one of those like little comfort things that your parents do when you're ill, like ill as a kid, and they like do little things like that. Well, my parents never really did that because I was very much of the thing of I want to be left alone when I'm ill. So my parents never really did that. But as I've gotten older and gotten more anxious, my mum often will like what does she do? She'll like draw little things on my hands, or she'll like give me a hug and stuff like that. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, my parents don't really do that much in regards to comforting me, other than their words. That sounds really sad. I swear they are good. But my dad like scratches the back of my ear when he's walking past, and like often I'm like got myself smushed against the sofa whilst I'm doing something. My dad will just walk past, give me a little scratch, and I'm like, miss something. I'm a little bean full of wanton love from my dad, just like, me, love me, please carry on scratching the back of my hair. And my dad's like, no, Sophie, because if I carry on doing that, it won't be special then when you're feeling unwell. I'm like, that is true. That is very very right in that. So the next release that I can talk about is, like, I'm just mentioning about the ones that like are significant, I guess, to me. Easy. I really, pardon me. Easy was definitely one of those songs where I'm just like, this is a good K-pop song. It's like basically Stray Kids are very known for their sound, like their noise music, and like some noise music, like I'll do a whole separate video on like examples of noise music like that I'm that I like and what I don't like, and kind of talk about why I don't like some of them. But Easy is noise music done good, in my opinion. So yeah, and also Tar. I think Tar. No, is Tar that one? Is the song where in which one of the members like has a blanket over their head, and I found it quite funny. Like, I showed it to my sister, whatever video it was, and she was like, "Why do they have a towel over there?" Oh, sorry. Please don't sue me, JYP. Please don't sue me. That was an accident. I was just. I love how I've lost my train of thought. I love this for me. What is wrong with me? I showed it to my sister, and she literally, she's probably one of the most chilled out. She's very chilled out for everyone in this house, because like she's the voice of reason often, when it's like me, her, and my mum. And she often like brings at least like me back down to earth. But when she came into the living room the other day, actually, she saw macaroni cheese on the TV, and she was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is this, Sophie? My macaroni cheese, get along with it, Mum." Bexy. But I showed her, what blowing song was it? I really want to know now. And even she had to kind of be like, "Sophie, this is incredibly weird." He's got a bag, he's got a towel or blanket or sheet over his head. Was it X? Is that the song? Oh, yes, it was. I do apologise if you just had a little bit of that. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so I listened to that, and it was very odd. And one of the members had a sheet over his head. I can't remember which one it was, but that wasn't for that wasn't for this one. Wasn't Go. That was for In Life. Was that the one it's called? In Life, yeah. So the next release that the release that came out for the first release for Stray Kids that came out as for, I'm gonna try this again. The first release that Stray Kids had when I was a fan was Mixtape O. And that was obviously when Hyunjin kind of came back to promotions. And so I was like, cool, let's see Hyunjin. Because at this point, I had no idea who Hyunjin was. I couldn't remember his face because, granted, I don't recognise faces that much. And so I was like, oh, he is that one. He is that member. I remember now. So I kept that in mind for No Easy. They're like, is it their, no, it's their second album, isn't it? Because then the third was 5-star. Noisy. No Easy was one of the weirdest albums, or like weirdest organization of like songs, I'll admit. I'd say that Cheese is actually one of my favourite title tracks out of all of them that we've had in for Stray Kids so far. And I love The View. Literally, I'm making a list of 100 songs that I'd recommend to anyone in K-pop, and The View is in one of the positions, like kind of high. So I would recommend it the most. Then we have Sorry I Love You, and it took me a hot minute to know what song it was because I had only been seeing the Hangul for it, not the English. So I was so confused as to what song out of the album it was. I mean, granted, I could have just searched it, but that would require me brain energy, and I was not about that life at that point because this was around about when my sister was moving to university for her first year, so I was a little bit preoccupied being the annoying little shit of a sister that I am constantly. So I make myself sound like I'm really, really mean and really, really evil, which I mean is not actually that far from the truth and what I actually am like in real life. But you know, we gotta keep the brand. We've got to keep a brand safe. So actually, I'm a perfect sister. I would recommend me highly. I wouldn't. And then like out of the unit songs, I think I like Red Lights, Then Gone Away, and then Surfing. I really don't like Surfing. I hate that song. Like I've tried to listen to it here like every now and then, and I'm like, this is the worst thing I think I've heard in a very, very long time. And it's like it's what it's trying to be that I just don't appreciate. And it's one of the reasons why I can't look at Lino, Changbin and Felix together. Like if they're just like stood like at the end of a picture, I have to like choose a different picture if I'm like using it for some reason. And like just the cringe of listening to that song just overtakes me. I'm sure some people actually love that song, and more power to you, but no, I'm not one of those people. I'm sorry. I've tried to be, but I'm not. They actually don't have their best Japanese single on here. I'm ashamed. Which is Scars. Fight me on that. Feel free to fight me on that because I'm a persistent bitch. We all know this. I'm a very persistent bitch, and I will stand my ground. No, I won't do. I just love it. I just love that song so much because I listened to it for the first time on the day of its release after my mum was ill. For whatever reason, I don't know, I can't remember. And I was like, this is really, really sweet. And I showed it to my mum, and she was like, you know, Sophie, out of all the things that you do when I'm ill, showing me things like this makes me want to go back up to bed. And I was like, oh, thank you for that, Mum. You know, that's really helpful. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to go back downstairs and wallow in self-pity. And she was like, you go do that. Love you. She sent me back downstairs. So I was like, oh, thank you for that, Mum. And then I left a little present outside of her room. It was a tissue. I used tissue. That's the sort of stuff I do to prove a point to my parents. I'm a horrible child, I know I am. So the next album was the mini album Ordinary, and I showed the trailer to my mum actually, on its release, and like I said, oh, it's called Ordinary, and she was like, Ordinary? No, Mum, Ordinary, no, Ordinary, Mum. And we were going back and forth, and my sister came in because she was home from uni, and she was like, can you stop saying the same word, please? I'm like, Ordinary. And she just walked off. So out of these songs, I'd say that my favourite is Venom, because I don't know, Changmin is just really good in that song, and I really like it. And my favourite B-side is Lonely Street and Waiting for Us, because Waiting for Us is just like a ballad, but like a really, really good ballad. Like I feel like some are just a bit too melodramatic for me and are a little bit too sad boy summer vibes, and I'm not a fan. Like I don't want to be sad. Or like sad boy winter as a reverse to Hot Girl Summer, Sad Boy Winter. That one was bad. I love their single Time Out for their 5th anniversary. Yeah, their 5th stay anniversary. And I listened to that and I was like, wait, are they releasing something? Because I didn't know that this was a thing that they just did, like releasing stuff for the fans. And I was like, did I miss something? And then everyone was commenting like, oh, happy 5th stay anniversary, or like something along those lines. So I was like, oh, this is intentional. Okay, now I get it. And the next album, stop. So out of the album, I actually didn't like any of the A sides or like the main full on Stray Kids songs. I only liked out of the B side units. I liked it was Free Racha, Taste, and then Can't Stop, because Can't Stop is too positive. I don't like it. I was in sad mode during that whole time, and so I have grown to not like Can't Stop because it's too positive. Just like me, I was positive, but I was positive for COVID. I'm so sorry. You know, it's been a long day. It's been a very long day so far. And then we have the SKC player. Then we have the sound. And no, it wasn't. There wasn't the name of the album. It was the sound, and there was the pre-release with there on it. I liked the sound. Don't Let Me Love You, and there. Obviously, it had like scars on it, so I might. Let's have a look. Let's go on a little hunt for this. Also, I'm very sorry about this not going up on Sunday like I said it was going to. I actually figured out through like I have a list on my Google Docs of the episodes, and I saw that the episode that I was going to release on Sunday was going to be the 49th episode. So I was like, oh, well then I want the 50th to be something. I want it to be like cool. I want it to be like something that's really truly like my taste in K-pop related. So I decided that instead of it being whatever it is that I had planned for today, it was going to be the Stray Kids discography. So what ended up going out on Sunday, which for me it is tomorrow, it's going to be what is it going to be? Things in K-pop that I don't like. That's what came out on Sunday. And for Friday, I've not actually decided yet. I would have to look on my calendar because I have this like weekly planner that I've been like planning obviously the episodes and like what I should do, and also like reminding myself that I have stuff I have to do. For example, like my college work, I need to do that actually. I really need to do that, but I don't want to because you know what, this is much more much more fun to me than my college work could ever be. So we're gonna carry on ignoring that and do it about a couple of hours from when it's due, because it gives me about 2 weeks on average to get it done every unit, because there's 7 units, so I had 14-ish weeks to do it in, and I'm second to the last unit. And my therapist is someone completely different. My tutor doesn't like the fact that I don't tend to get my work in time. Like it will only be like a day or so late, so that is always a good old time. I'm trying to find the sound. I'm trying to find how to buy it. So I'm on this like kind of sketchy looking site We've gotta love this. United Kingdom. How much is it gonna cost? Oh wait. Oh. This isn't too bad. Okay. Am I gonna freak out at the cost? At the shipping? I'm getting nervous. This is gonna be because apparently it's shipping from Japan. Oh my god. Oh wow, that's a shipping fee, isn't it? Wow. £14.22. Wow. Do I really want to do that to myself? No. No, I don't. Good to know. Good to know. At least we've established that I'm a bit of a what's it called? Words are not for me today. Penny pincher. Is that a good word? Yeah, let's go with penny pincher. I'm trying to. The thing is that I don't want, because what it has on Amazon, what it's showing on Amazon is just a regular CD, and the thing is that I have this gut-wrenching hatred of CDs because we used to get them a lot as kids, me and my sister, and I have hurt my hands far too many times than I care to admit on those CDs, especially when they get like really like hot and dried out and like snap on you. If you've ever had like a CD case snap on you, it's like a little kid. It is very, very harsh and like evil, and it makes you want to cry even more than you usually do. So I don't know if I want to spend £54.99 on this, but there is like another version of it, but it doesn't have. Oh wow, that's £51 as well. Well, oh yeah, fair enough. I wasn't reading properly. Good to know. So I wonder if it is because of the fact that it's a Japanese one that is like wanting to upcharge. Anyway, this is irrelevant. I've been recording for over an hour now. The third full album was 5-star, which I keep on thinking is S-class, but it's not, it's 5-star. And I hate this album. Oh wait, no. Stay Fifth Year, that's 2023. So it was the Stay's 4th anniversary. And then pretty much they've not really. Oh wait, no, they have. They released Rockstar on the 10th of November 2023 with the songs Megaverse, La La La, Blind Spot, Complex, Cover Me, Leave, Sociopath, and La La La. I liked La 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 and Cover Me. I do have all of those songs on my playlist, or at least like downloaded. And then the latest release was a single called Who Why as an OST in Japanese too. Yeah. So I really hope you liked this 50th episode. My throat definitely is not appreciative of all of this work. But yeah, I mean, I hope you're enjoying what I'm doing so far. I'm certainly enjoying it, and I will talk to you guys again whenever I upload next, which will be on Friday with whatever is the episode. Okay, bye for now.